has not been hotfixed and is actually very, very weak. So I don't really expect the Aatrox in the top lane in particular because he's not a very good dueler. But the gangplank
actually going to find Casa on the wrong side of the jungle as he's going to spot him. The level 1 gangplank. This is exactly not where you want to be, and that is going to be first blood going to Casa.
Hanabi, knowing his own demise, holds on to his flash.
Keeping it a secret either as they just wander him through the mid lane.
Should be an easy take here. No contest coming out from RNG. As the Mordekaiser, you do gain 13 extra experience in a duo lane. So you always hit level 6 first, and that means you can always snowball that into a dragon. It's actually very hard to contest it, and I think the LCK has Mugen.
Yeah, he's looking for it. Flash does come in, the 2-for-1 special as they bring back the Tahm Kench. Grey health is eaten, but there's the Hemo play. Can they do enough? Looks like no, as Zatai's going to teleport in. Yes!
Oh, he does.
Actually, it is. The pop with the Hemo play did so much work. As Sword Art jumps his way forward, and that's going to deny pick up themselves with the first turret. Speaking of which, this could be a massive problem for the Flash Wolves. Mugen going down, but can they retaliate? Bone Skewer comes in, Casa with the stopwatch, but it may not be enough. Deep Water Dive comes in. Oh, messes up the hook shot, and that's going to be Hanabi with a much-needed kill. Uzi is the dragon being started. Teleport going to be invested very early in this fight. As Zatai seeing what he can do. Maple right in the backline. Hemo play already down, and they've got a dragon in this fight as well. That is huge. Hero's entrance comes in for Xiao, but will it actually work as Impale brings in Zatai, and Betty grabs that kill. He can't actually use his ultimate because there's a big old dragon there, but another good fight for Flash Wolves.
Absolutely godlike zoning from Maple right there, keeping Uzi out of the fight.
Yeah, and Killer Instinct, you know, pretty good, keeping you a little bit safer. Uzi does have options, as now we've got the engage from RNG. Already getting rid of Sword Art as Mugen. He goes golden so he can see his death, and that's the double kill coming in for Casa.
Oh, and with that move, Karsa is late game, does give you that guaranteed crit onto the barrels.
Yeah, wanting that first barrel to really hurt, but that's going to be the third dragon. Seems like RNG just don't care about having big ethereal protected. Well, speaking of Casa, he's going to flash right on top of Hanabi. He's inside the ultimate and just can't get anything done. Stopwatch is there, it's cute, but it's not going to be enough, and Xiao grabs the kill.
450 gold, and RNG cannot.
I just love how his run animation is so weird.
One
he's
more
just going to get killed once again. They've got it off cooldown. Does at least have the cannon barrage this time. Impale flies through. Oh, Ming! Beautiful use of the Devour to save Casa, but he may have sacrificed himself. He has. It's going to be the ult coming down from Sword Art. Not sure whether that was actually... They're pretty keen on move speed. Of course, Skarner, Vladimir, Mordekaiser, all of them. Absolutely love to be able to run a bit faster, get themselves into fights a little bit better, and that is 3 Cloud Drakes to help them do that with a dragon on top. Being changed. But I just don't know whether it's going to be good enough, as Casta's going to jump in. They do have the Hextech ultimatum. They use it now. Hero's entrance comes down as well, as Betty keeps himself alive for so long, but not long enough, as Uzi finally on the board when it comes to the kills. Maple trying to get rid of him, though, as there he goes.
Does fall down.
Uzi gets taken down by the Hemo play, gets a double kill for Maple as Xiao. He's going to get the taunt off, but that's not what he wants to do. He doesn't want anyone touching him. He's so incredibly low. The slow, the fracture, and Flash Wolves should get Baron.
Flash Wolves take down the fight 1 for 4. That was a good initiation coming out from RNG. Great perfect timing and even better play from Maple. Going into the back line and making sure Uzi was dead.
Well,
Bone Skewer lands.
That's going to be a pretty easy one here if they can get Zatai to stop healing himself back up so damn quickly. He's lasting so long. Can he actually find it? No, he can't. The Mundo's going to go down, but has he bought it?
They cannot walk up ramps anymore. Baron take again by Flash Wolves.
Oh, it goes down extremely low, but they get the teleport, and there's the Bone Skewer onto Ming. A perfect target. They get rid of the Tahm Kench, but can they get more? Cannon Barrage comes down, all of the AoE ults on top of each other, as that's a huge source opportunity. Huge for Casa. Uzi is getting a lot of work done. He picks up the first kill onto Maple, but now Xiao, he's gone golden. He's going to get taken out, and Uzi cannot get back in the fight.
Unfortunate for RNG.
The Cannon Barrage, it's not even available yet from Hanabi, thankfully. They move themselves out of the way. They're looking to try and get themselves a pick. Instead, they're right on top of the Mundo, but Hero's entrance comes down. It's not who they want to engage on. Justice Punch is interrupted, but Maple is now right in the middle, and Uzi right off to the side. They're trying to get damage in whilst keeping their eyes on him, and they do so successfully. Xiao goes down first. Bone Skewer comes in. Zatai is dead, executed with death from below.
Pike with the finish, and Flash Wolves are on their way towards the Baron.
They're actually just gonna, as Casa's getting zoned from his own base, In goes Sword
Uzi
Art,
has
gets
to
himself
save this.
another one. Ming, he's gonna go down. Hanabi as well, utilizing the
If
ultimate.
they get one more
Uzi
pick on
away.
Uzi, Slow goes out!
Boom goes the Dynamite with the Hemo Plague. And Flash Wolves might be able to just win, teleport to keep the minion alive.
48 seconds
As
on
he's
Uzi,
looking
there's no
for
way.
Master eats oranges, he's gonna be K. The ace comes in for the Flash Wolves. They'll take the inhibitor, and they're looking for the game.
Flash Wolves coming in with the revenge on Karsa. Sure, he had the better early game, but he did sacrifice a lot of his experience. Flash Wolves with the worst 5v5 comp, consistently finding picks onto RNG's composition.
Just fighting in the right places as well. It was so good from Flash Wolves. They always made RNG come to them. The Infernal Drake. That last one was so important for Flash Wolves. RNG knew they tried to catch them there. Who was catching who? Looked like Flash Wolves just won the game off it. Just beautiful play, understanding where you need
opener for the Rift Rivals.
And now looking at MSI, looking at the fact that the tiebreaker was won by RNG, now this year you've got 2-2 for Flash Wolves RNG. Excited to see whether these
50 kills against OMG. So I like them going back to their roots, embracing the brawl, but Aatrox!
Oh, it's locked in as well. The Shy, he comes back of 3Z, and that may actually just be the problem here. He's going to be going back as Ning. He's going to jump into that brush, and that's going to cause the cancel.
I think he needs to flash
and the
now.
Shy might actually get out. There's the flash body slam. He will need to flash out, but the Shy can flash after him. Gets in there. Can he land the chain is the question.
One more hit.
Doesn't have the flash, remember. Wants
Deathbringer
to get
stance.
underneath. There it is.
Oh.
And the Shy grabs it with
Solos
the
out.
biggie as Balan does have now. Okay,
goes
Jackie
forward.
Love jumps back in. They're looking to try and bait this one as flat. Crash is still in there. Duel. Demonic Ascension is going to explode, and that's going to be Ning falling down. Explosive cast, not enough to get the distance. And Machi answer back. 1-1 now.
Yep, but Rise is still coming in. Can Rookie actually make it into the
Okay,
fight?
Romo comes down.
the
Good arrow
flat
coming in
forward.
from Jackie Love. Rookie wants even more as Duel took a
scored
lot
for
of
2.
damage, and Jackie Love grabs the kill. In the end, Rookie does get the assist as he turns. It's like I'm playing NBA Jam again. I'm sure a lot of you guys probably didn't. But they had like ridiculous dunks in that game. Apprehend's going to come in onto the Shy as he flashes over the top. Does have the ultimate. No! Not going to be able to use it in time, and he just gets taken down under the turret. That was
Free knock-up.
well, we've got even more of a fight here as Balan pops the Grey Health very early in this piece. And he's going to get taken down very, very low. Balan is going to fall, and now
Faster coming
IG,
in.
this is going to be a tough one. In comes Rookie. Actually, out he goes. As there's the Darius. Picks up the Ashe on the backline to Shy. He'd already used his teleport. He had to be top lane. Takes down first Brick. But they're going to lose the Dragon, and they lose their AD carry and support.
The entirety of the bot lane is destroyed in this final push, and they're going to take the... a lot of times it's really awkward. Oh, Jackie Love on his own.
This is the classic positioning. The arrow flies out defensively as Dreamer finds the flash headbutt pole. See you later, Ashe. You are well and truly dead, and Jules going to be able to grab the kill. As Rookie still looking for it. They're using all of their engage options.
Here comes the Shy.
The Shy, he's got the World Ender activated. Lots of AoE.
Triple
Jumps his way
knock-up.
forward. Look at the knockups as the chains are in there. The Gragas grabs the first kill as 3Z may suffer the wrath of the Shy to continue this one on Balan. He's got an Ashe in his tummy, wants to spit her out onto one of the members of Machi. Infernal Chains walked out of there, but Crash is going to get taken down by Rookie well and truly in the top side of the map. And that's reset potential for that Darius, though. They do have vision now available. A lot of damage, actually, going down onto this Baron. And because the Aatrox has a lot of fun at this part of the game, they're going to be respected, and they'll take down the Baron. 22.5 minutes into the game, and IG just turn it on.
And that was just one big... I think they may be able to switch into a 1-3-1. Misses
a
the apprehend.
As now Rookie, he's trying to get himself out of here, but in comes the Abyssal Voyage. And 3Z, there's no way you can go. And Rookie, he wants more, looking for Apex.
Still has flash.
Dreamer's coming in, has a decent disengage option in the headbutt, but the flash forward from Rookie gets the Rune Prison down, but it's not quite enough with 4 members of Machi. This Rookie's got his 3 items that he really wants. He's going to be soloing out this Dragon very easily as well, so a lot of options here for IG, but probably as a Baron if they want to try and get the siege happening in earnest, because wave clear is something that Machi do have, as now they're closing in on the Shy. World Ender does come down. Infernal Chains did land, but didn't get the pullback as he's waiting for that Q to come back off. Does he get another big knock-up?
Is stunned,
the ultimate has stopped. He goes down into his blood while Dreamer out of position as Jackie Love so safe in the backline. Another Infernal Chain gets the pullback onto Crash, and he gets arrowed, but he flashes out of the way. but IG may have found their opening to take down this base.
It just takes so long to kill the Shy. How do you deal with someone with
still
World
had a
and then
GA?
GA? He's a pseudo frontline. Like, the Shy has solved all of IG's problems with this pick. He can split push and he can still play as a tank.
Yep.
Everything done.
And IG are taking everything. They're even taking the bottom lane inhibitor turret as well, as IG just collapse on top of Machi.
Oh, this is brutal.
The Glacial Storm in a decent position, but it's just not quite good enough. Double kill for Jackie Love as he makes himself known this game. Apex now has to try and run back to his fountain, and I think using a stopwatch in the middle of the enemy team is not going to keep you alive, and the egg is going to get split all over the map.
And LPL is looking at their first win so far against the LMS. Apex, you know, keeping his promise, staying undead with the rebirth, but not enough to save him and his team. The first Aatrox we're seeing coming out, absolutely smashing the matchup against Arius.
Yep, he had an interesting flash underneath the turret, but after that, everything was good. And Invictus Gaming, they get the first score on the board for China in this year's Rift Rivals.
Ladies and gentlemen,
their early game was good though.
Yeah, they had a great early game. There was a lot of cold sweat going on for LPL fans all
I
around
saw it.
the world.
I was looking over at you. I was like, is he the LMS? I think he needs to change the LMS man if Machi going to win this one.
I was turning blue because the lane kingdom was actually stopped by Machi. Machi is not a team that's known for their great strength early or late, but Invictus Gaming...
They're not known for their great strength on Summer's Rift. Oh, no.
Well, not this split for sure. A lot of sighs of relief right there for Invictus Gaming. The Shy finally back, performing up to shape, has a new pick in his hand, and you know, I still think the team coordination, the early game, there's a lot of problems still displayed by Invictus Gaming. They're not at their spring form, they're not at their final form, but it was good enough.
Yeah, certainly looked good to me. I like the way that they played slow and steady, understanding that they still needed to respect what Machi put together. They had a lot of power in the early game, they had a lot of wave clear, there weren't a lot of places that you could safely attack.
In terms of the team fights.
But into Poppy, he's still bad.
Yep,
his steadfast presence is pretty silly. Of course, he can still throw a time. I need to be careful not to call him Haru.
Ooh, lands the
Jungler's Kuro has to use the cleanse to get out of the way. Battlestar is going to get knocked out
get
of the
him,
way of his. There's the Ignite. Taken down. Scout gets the solo kill in the mid lane.
And what was Papa talking about? Best performing mid laner?
Yeah,
actually. Oh, man.
Well, Mako goes in for the knockup, gets it onto aiming, and speaking of redemption, comes down to the bottom lane. Tucson trying to get underneath the turret, threatening the rocket grab. As Scout turns up, Spirit not going to get hit by the Battlestar as the bubble lands.
The 4v3 coming in.
Creates some distance, but Afrika are now very, very low. Kuro
turning this
getting
around
in from the side, finding Scout so much damage from Afrika as aiming, grabs the first kill, grabs his second kill, and iBoy now picks up one under the turret against Spirit, but can the Afrika Freaks get more at the moment? Should be able to grab this one as well, but just moving around. Chinese commentary getting extraordinarily excited about it. That's just going to be free. King's Tribute, in fact, getting him almost back up to full health.
And with the Herald, it's very hard to come back from.
Well, Tucson grabs a good hook onto Mako, but he's going to jump forward. The Blitzcrank should go down relatively quickly as Spirit whiffs the ultimate. We've now got a wall for the disengages. Kuro actually gets rid of it very quickly, and aiming just takes down iBoy. So much burst damage, unexpected by EDG. Looking for the grab, finds it onto Mako, interrupts the grand entrance as well. As he gets himself out of the way, doesn't get ignited as iBoy now trying to answer back. So much on cooldown now as aiming pulls down the blade caller. Mako, he's even going to come back in. Scout helps pick up the kill for Haro, but Kuro makes his way down. Aiming's dead, and now Kuro has to flash. It's a disaster for Afrika Freaks. Spirit wants the 1v4? Are you kidding me?
There's no way he gets that massive outplay from Mako, baiting the position from the bot lane of Afrika to go forward.
Pretty sweet items.
At the right times as well.
Yeah. Man. Oh, iBoy, he's got himself a BF sword. I wonder what... Oh, okay, the hook's going to land. See you later, Mako. He's going to die that time. The seismic shove secures the deal. And maybe now Tucson just needs
into the back line.
Well, that's going to be an easy Ocean Drake as well. Outer turret in the mid lane, outer turret on the bottom side. EDG probably looking top for their next target, but aiming, trying to shove that. And Weaver's Wall gonna fly in. Spirit's gonna find Eyeboy, and yeah, you don't build very much health, you're gonna go down, but I have a feeling he would have died anyway. That just wasn't great positioning from the AD carry of EDG.
So EDG just back off. They did that mainly for the positioning on the map.
Well, they've got all the dragons so far. We're looking for a steal from Spirit. Throws down the ultimate, doesn't get the steal. Keeper's Verdict just knocks the engage out of the fight, but it was after the ultimate went in, as Afrika are doing great in this fight so far. Spirit grabs that kill when he makes his way back in, and Keen distracting members. But look at Eyeboy. So much work done with this SS. Flashing forward. Melee range on the Sejuani. His Kuro has to go golden. He's gonna die as well, and EDG destroy the fight.
They come up huge. We thought it was a mistake at the start of the fight. The Poppy knocking away the Sejuani finishing play.
He was just skating around that fight, man. Eyeboy able to press so many buttons so incredibly quickly. Utilizing that one, of course, having the light slinger. Needs another K. He's going to be doing a lot of work. That true damage going to be very helpful, especially against Ray and Haro. As Afrika getting engaged on. That's the heroic charge combo with the pillar, and the tanks just get destroyed. Aiming though, a lot of throughput damage, but has to use the Featherstorm relatively early. The double kill and the turret kill all going to Scout, who's basically hard carrying for EDG.
And this meta is all about combos.
God, he's still doing
down as well.
Picks up the third for the fight. This could actually be the end of the game if Afrika Freaks don't keep losing members.
They don't have the minion wave, but there's 46 seconds right there. Nobody saw the combo coming in. This is why they picked Poppy. They had that underneath their palm the entire time, waiting for the correct moment to use it.
Well, EDG, they are going to push for this one. They've got the teleport coming in. There'll be 5 members underneath this turret as Mako
once
goes
again
for another engage, gets it easily onto Spirit. The last Nexus turret to be falling down. The Afrika Freaks debut is going all wrong, and EDG will close it out 2-1 in the first 3 games for the LPL.
And where's your easy matchup, Papa? Where's your easy matchup? Afrika come in, we've seen the weakness from them. They give up their first towers, they give up their first dragons. You cannot do that against EDG. Scout, another Korean mid laner, putting the foot down, showing who's boss in this Rift Rivals.
Remember, Faker has been schooling Kuro for a long time,
you just said
and
he was
Scout sat behind him for a lot of that time. All that schooling was going on. Seems that Scout may have learnt a thing or two from there, but man, that is one of the best performances I have seen from the EDG mid laner for a very long time. Yes, Zoe's very powerful, but man, Scout had a day out today in his first match.
Oh yeah, picking up the solo kill, always having the right summoners, the right toolboxes from that random drop. You know, able to pick off the 4v2 in the bot lane. It didn't go well the first time, just try again, and if you have the Proto Bell, it's a lot easier.
Yeah, exactly right. And Afrika Freaks maybe a little bit.
All right, what's going on? So I'm expecting that to be a Jarvan mid lane. And here, yes!
Give it to me! Doimbi picking up the Talon!
KT going towards Inferno.
Get the Inferno Dragon for themselves. Doesn't seem like Rogue Warriors will contest for the Elemental. Picked up easily by KT Rolster.
And this is just swift movement from KT as a whole. I mean, bottom lane happened.
The recent patches gave him a slight buff as well, especially with the ultimate doing a bit more damage. Fights in the mid lane. Doimbi's going to get locked down. In fact, Martin's going to try and join this. KT looking to collapse on towards Talon. Jumps over one wall, flashes away from the ultimate, gets over the next, but Score's going to follow through. He does the do-do, spots it out by the sweeper lens, so they know exactly where Talon is. KT are going to try and collapse. Doimbi staying in fog of war, gets between the 2 turrets, takes 2 shots. The flash throw from Yukao gets a summoner, but first blood picked up by KT.
Unfortunate when he
seems like Rogue Warriors want to attack bottom lane. Dev going to be eaten up by Martin. There's a teleport coming in. There's no more protection for the Ezreal. Spat back up, but they focus on the Tahm Kench. Mouse trying to keep Deft occupied. Kahlua tanking the turret, but Martin's going to fall first. Rogue Warriors find a pick in the bottom lane.
You wanted to see Mouse come in there. He needed to be able to join for this dive to work out. It was very easy.
He dashes forward. Doesn't get slowed by Mouse. Mouse overhitting, smacks him with the drill. Rogue Warriors get another pick, and they're looking for first turret. They don't get it, however. KT used the Rift Herald top lane. Take down that first structure. Rogue Warriors respond.
The Rogue Warriors need more with the investment that they've been putting in. J4 is going to have his TP. Pushing up top lane right now, he's going to be able to join these team fights and try and find a numbers advantage.
Well, they're able to take a Mountain Dragon at least, so they tie up the Elemental Dragons.
For that. Oh, unless he gets got out.
Sweeper doesn't see him, but sees the ward. Score is going to come out from the flank. Locks down floors to start. Gets healed by them. Pulling back to Sejuani. Kalua's keeping the front line alive, and Score very low after that fight.
And Rumble's going to come in here. Now, Rogue Warriors, they're so close to death way too often.
Oh, they're collapsing though. Mouse going to get caught out. Throws down the ultimate. Going to get locked down, and he'll be the first pick. Picked up by KT off the back of that fight. Out of position.
Now, there we go. Consistent target since the beginning of the game. Hasn't been able to leave his own laning phase. He hasn't had access to his own ultimate unless if it's just to defend himself. It's really frustrating if you're doing B because the strategy is revolving him leaving lane and impacting somewhere else, but it's constantly KT finding him.
KT is still trying to attack, but that's flawless going forward, locking down the Tom catch. Mata forced to flash away, but on the flip side, Kalua gets caught out, flashes away, still gets killed. Mata goes low, but Smeb gets into the fight. Mouse with a big flank, they're tower diving. KT are low, Lorcal gets the first kill. Mata gets burnt alive. That's a crispy tone, but a double picked up by Galio. Mouse comes up big with a double himself. KT is still trying to hurt him. Deft is very low. The chicken jumps back in, but that's a golden rumble. Doinby wants access into the fight. Gets back in. Pumps the ultimate. Mouse with another. But Def cleans it up. Will die to the turret. And only Smeb's left alive.
That's insanity. It took so long that even Soraka came back to life from the beginning of it. And it was all based off of the pick potential from Flawless catching on towards Score.
The gold lead they were previously able to acquire. Push for more. Take down that bottom lane in a turret. 4,000 gold up, now working on an Elemental Dragon. Big play by Mouse, though. I mean, this is the player that we look towards and say, you know what? He's a top lane tank player. He's going to be a big sponge. Did the most damage for Rogue Warriors in that fight. He's now 4-2-0, and he was Rogue Warriors still have good wards, and Smeb almost getting caught out. Flawless going to try and collapse. No flash available for Jarvan. Gets pulled back. SMLZ throws out the ultimate just for the cooldown. Smeb still alive. Will be the first to fall. Great equalizer once again. Kalua very low, stuck inside the Raptor pit. Mouse burning alive. He's going to come out of stasis, and he will fall as well. KT turn around the fight. Flawless is next. One more shot from Daft is going to be enough. Somehow KT win it.
Yeah, and you know what? SMLZ and Doinby are the only ones alive.
They have to sacrifice this Baron, and that's what they'll do. KT pick it up, and they're opening up this match.
A proper chunk to push them out, and that
the culling, but it's not going to get the Essence Reaver proc anymore. Instead, they collapse on towards Galio top lane. If Galio's not going to be able to protect someone, you count with the flash. The follow-up from Score is beautiful. This is the team fight for KT. Collapsing, already getting 2 kills to kick things off. Doinby forced to use the ultimate to get away. SMLZ can't get his hero Deft forces him into golden stasis. Everyone collapses, and Rogue Warriors, just like that, they thought they hunted the hunter. Not going to be the case.
He blew them up. It was insane. He placed a proper amount of control wards, so Talon couldn't flank them in the mid lane. So obviously he's going to make a call, go top lane to the rogue Galio. But they were in the mid lane, they're already moving towards you now. So they couldn't make a quick job on.
Deft is not afraid at the moment. Said KT without Baron buff still move towards mid lane. Doinby being locked down, forced to use his ultimate to disengage. Nobody from KT's taking damage. They lock down Score, bring him back in. That'll be the first casualty. Mouse gets his another kill in this match, pushing KT back away. Kalua's forced back to the fountain. Rogue Warriors' health bars are low, so they should still lose their inhibitor.
Yeah, even with that one pick, it still doesn't matter when they lose it. And it feels like Baron is going to be the call, unless it's Yukal.
There will be a Tom Catch trying to jump back in, but Rogue Warriors look for the fight. Flawless in trouble. Doinby forced to use the ultimate again. Smeb separates the team, brings Yukal in the back lines. Mouse was trying to do as much work as possible, but it's just not enough. Deft able to single out SMLZ, gets the team fight he was looking for, and KT are looking towards the Nexus.
Yep, 40-second death timers, and they already have the minions right beside them. Easy as pie. Rogue Warriors are trying to find a skirmish that they had no way of winning.
They were trying to find a way to turn around the match, but 10,000 gold behind at the time, it's just not enough. One pick, not going to be enough. Def keeping Doinby on the fountain as well. They're moving towards the Nexus, and with this win, LCK lead the pack after day 1.
In such clean ways, too. KT, 2 games, back to back, and it feels like KT has just found a new identity in a slower, smarter team, going up against the other third-seeded teams. Right now, it feels hard for Rogue Warriors, and they're learning a hard lesson about 3 weeks into the split, that LPL, yeah, they seemed real good, but they still have to play a smarter game. They can't rely on the mechanics. KT's learned that lesson here today.
It just seems like the more you struggle against KT Rolster, the harder their grip becomes. the harder it is to fight back. Second time a very similar playstyles come out from them. We saw that in their match against the LMS. 5 kills in that game. Against Rogue Warriors, they're not afraid to let them play their crappy brawl, their brawl style. And take it to them with a slow-paced match. Make sure that they don't get to play the way they want to.
And it feels very intimidating going into day 2. That KT looked this good. Now remember, playing 2 games, bid them adieu, won't be seeing them tomorrow. And it looks like they've just set the stage here for the rest of the LCK teams going to day 2. That you really have to dethrone them in the mentality department. They will draw you out. And if things go the way they are, you might be seeing them once again in the grand finals, waiting.
Locked in with Morgana, Camille, and Renekton looking at their final pick. If it is a Singed, you'd expect that to be PK's top lane champion. Locked in. Where is this Renekton going? Well, a Stitch. iBoy and Mako poising aggressively. They jump forward. Koala uses a good Dark Shield. iBoy jumps forward. Cast knocks it backwards. But Koala's low ignite is ticking. Not going to be enough. First blood picked up by iBoy.
And that was a great composition coming out from EDG right there. Yep. Uji, smart play there, knew that the bottom lane was coming in.
Baby's able to interrupt Haro. Haro now in trouble. Will be Baby there force first with a great heal coming out from Mako. Keeps Haro alive.
Yep, and EDG there, they
For some time means that his power spike's going to be later into the match as well. They do have a full bruiser composition, so they could try and
power, make a long lane in the top, and try to get some more.
Oh, but they've caught out Mako. Wow. That's the Soraka support. Used the wish, flashed away, but the tether comes through. Bebe jumps in with the low sweep, gets out of PK, locking down Haro, throws in Bebe as well. They found the Clement. G-Rex surprise EDG and get 2 picks.
Yeah, and Bebe coming out of the brush with the control ward.
They pick up a turret off the back of it. They're now only 1,500 gold behind, and are definitely within shot range. Capitalize on that, but it's going to be EDG to look for a fight. Koala able to get the Black Shield onto himself. Throws out the ultimate, trying to separate Uji from the rest of his squad. Renekton's in the middle of this fight, taking too much damage. Haro gets that first kill, and G-Rex will try and disengage. Oh, will they? Because iBoy's going to jump into the backlines all by himself. 1-on-2 against Bebe. Gets the kill, forces PK out as well.
Still keeping close attention to his plasma stacks right there.
The rest of the team not on the same page with disengaging. Now trying to fight 3-on-5 against EDG on Baron. No smite available for G-Rex. Wish comes out from Mako, trying to keep the team alive. Haro very low, but he smites Baron. Picks it up. Swain jumps in the back lines, but falls to iBoy. Koala being locked down by Scout. Ray jumps forward. 1 kill to Irelia. Another stunner to PK.
Another play surge.
And all the PK team fights for EDG. G-Rex need to try and stabilize the match. Poppy throws out the hammers, able to eject Swain away from the fight. Bebe's still waiting for a flank, but EDG break the base. Moving towards the inhibitor as well. They take that down.
This is just great timing play from EDG. When iBoy is going for the Magi Soul Stealer, he knows he has too much protection.
Oh, but he's in a lot of trouble. Locked down. They kill Bebe straight away. The rest of G-Rex in trouble. Stopwatch comes out from Uji, but it just delays the inevitable. That's a double kill. Picked up by Scout. 2 members left. Dives into the backlines looking for a stun. Not going to get it, but they get a kill. Even iBoy joining on in. Mako stealing it away from the team. EDG took it slow and steady. Ultimately, that's what won the race for them. They're going to be able to take down G-Rex in game number 1 of day 2 of Rift Rivals.
And that was only a 28 minutes game, fairly fast for EDG on the clock right there. It never looked like G-Rex actually found their own footing inside of the game. I think it does come back to the ban pick, them not expecting where that Gragas was going to go. Haro has not played the Gragas this season so far. It has been Mako picking up that champion with the Kaisa into the bot lane. So them picking up the Morgana, showing their hand early, probably did cost them a lot.
Spanner in the works of Champion Select for EDG as they finish the group stages of Rift Rivals 2-0, picking up all the points for the LPL squad. G-Rex, that was their first match here at Rift Rivals. They still have 1 more to play later on in the day against the Freakin' Freaks.
EDG showing a lot of respects for their opponent, banning out everything that PK is known for. The Aatrox, the Jax, we're not going to let you touch those champions. You want to go up against Ray? I actually think Ray outplayed PK in terms of the top lane.
I mean, he had a decent laning phase, worked well with Bebe to try for that early pick, and he found Haro after Koala caught out Mako on the Soraka. G-Rex had that opportunity to try and strike back. They were looking for the picks, especially if they could find it on as well. They'll be paired up with Ezreal in the bottom lane. Final pick coming out for Rogue Warriors means we will get a Rumble. That should be Poppy in the MAD. Liang still hasn't made any rotations. But Mouse is already here.
Going in.
Jumping in on top of Virla. No flash available for him. Will be taken down first. They're trying to go for the counter game. Skarner's not long for this world either. Flawless somehow gets out alive. A double kill for Mouse.
A very slow reaction from MAD.
Or does he just wrap around looking for Doinby instead? Does get stunned up. Charges out of the ultimate, but Paranoia's coming in before the teleports get complete. Flawless dives in. Mouse is in this team fight as well. SMLZ gets there first. They eject Swain and Demonic Ascension. Uniboy, one tap away from falling. Escapes. Lose the fight another day, but Kahlua piles on in. Rogue Warriors find another kill. They trade 2 for nothing.
And Mad trying to go for the PT. A little bit too easy to gauge what type of champion they're going for, but K going in for the kill.
Does lock that SMLZ, but no damage here just yet. Trying to fight back. Ignite is ticking. Has to get healed. There goes Breeze.
Oh, the 2v2 kill.
Into the back lines. Gets that kill. Kahlua now forced to disengage. Mouse gonna try and jump in. Benny tries to pull him back. The flames are going in the wrong direction. You can't burn nothing, Mouse. You have to hit the champions with it. Doinby ejects one small cannon boy and charges into 4 members of MAD. Kahlua with a double knockup. Stegaj is coming in as well. There goes Doctor. Nightmares into the back lines. Uniboy's trying his hardest, but he's looking for the ace. Liang joins the fight. Too little, too late. Demonic Ascension not getting much. Kahlua with another fantastic combo. Diving into the turret. Stopwatch used to delay them a little bit longer, but the fear still comes through. Into the wall you go, says Doinby, and that's an ace for Rogue Warriors.
And Rogue Warriors once again collapsing fast time at Rift Rivals. Still was able to take down 4 wins. 50% of their wins in the group stage, but unfortunately only Flash Wolves keeping up in shape. And really no contest coming in. Getting a pick on Doinby.
For a fight onto Doinby. Is that half health? Demonic Ascension being used as well. Doinby's not happy about that. Sure, use everything. Kahlua's gonna jump back in. Mouse throws down the ultimate. Tries to separate the team. Liang gets taken out first. They're still looking for a fight. Good pull back into the inhibitor turret. Kahlua's locked down. They trade back, getting 2 kills for MAD. Rogue Warriors gonna be forced to disengage after diving a little bit too deep. Flawless in some trouble, gets the GA popped. They bit off a bit more than they could do there. Looked good with the ultimate, but not good enough. Rogue Warriors lose 3.
And this is what Frostkern was talking about. Rogue Warriors, they love to fight, but they don't always pick down that Baron.
Doinby knocks the Skarner away. Benny can't get in position for the smite. MAD might have to give this one up. Stops him from getting for the forward. Charge him into the wall. Almost a missed smite coming out there, but SMLZ secures it. Nocturne diving on top of Benny, but meanwhile there's a 3-on-4 where MAD have the advantage. They're waiting for Rogue Warriors to regroup. Flawless is fairly low, but Doinby now has a flank, takes away the blast. Kahlua turns around, Liang in so much trouble, has to use the Demonic Ascension, but they pull back to support. Doinby with the knockup, trying to knock someone away, doesn't get it, but pulls Uniboy back into the equalizer, forced to use his own stopwatch. Kahlua again with a reinitiation, means Rogue Warriors fine too. MAD left to 3 members inside their own base, and Rogue Warriors are not done. Doinby separating them from the inhibitors, making sure Rogue Warriors can continue marching towards the Nexus.
Lots of blinking health bars right here, but Rogue Warriors still able to keep all of their it's a side
Knockout being built by Mouse has both of his needlessly large rods.
And I just want to see one perfect team fight coming out from Rogue Warriors. Like, I think they're better than this. They can have this.
Yeah, I'll see you in 2022, because that might be the time Rogue Warriors look for a good team fight. Doinby trying to take up absolutely everything, and the kitchen sink! Still alive, will finally fall, and when he get the first pick onto the main tank of Rogue Warriors, Uniboy almost stays alive. K goes for initiation, forced to back away. 1-for-1 trade. Rogue Warriors lose their Baron buff. Kahlua now in a sticky situation. Breeze with good damage, goes over the wall, gets the kill. MD find another one. Flawless. He's gonna lose his Guardian Angel. Good play by Liang, will knock that item. 8 minutes away, Talon that away from Kahlua. Very low, pops the ultimate rather late. Benny pulls it back. Another pick for MAD. What is going on, Clement?
This is Rogue Warriors losing to... Oh, but SMLZ is going to have his time here.
They're going to be able to pull back Flawless, though. Takes down a lot of damage. Gets the Paranoia for the instant burst. Doinby gets to the front lines of the fight. They can't fight with Nocturne. Too low on health at the moment, trying to heal off of walls. Doinby fighting back against the wall. No flash available. Gets locked down. How are MAD doing this? How the heck is this happening?
13K down. 13.
She might mean that man go back. Killer
Goes in.
Looks for the fight. Equalizer comes through nice and early, using the stopwatch early, but K is going to get taken down. That's the support gone from MAD. Liang forced the flash away. Rogue Warriors Mouse follows through. So does SMLZ. They get another pick. Doinby locks down one. Kalua follows through, knocking the GA out of Beauty Boy. He will revive, try and do what he can, but it's just a bit more damage. Strong minion wave towards the Nexus. One Nexus turret at 2/3 of its health. They have 10 seconds till Liang is up. Mad have to put Baron play again. Remember, there was a teleport from Doinby as well as Mouse, so they did get some minus percent, and they get the Baron to start this fight. Doinby charging in. Paranoia is there from floors, decides not to pull the trigger. Killua below Mad. It's exactly how I feel they tried to make their opponents feel. Against KT, it was a 5
down, never give up, and that's kind of the MAD special right now. They have been doing a very good job at keeping Breeze out of harm's way. There's not a lot of lockdown onto Rogue Warriors. He's trying to stand in front and get some poke damage.
Paranoia though, charging in, locks down Benny in a lot of trouble. Breeze forced to use the stopwatch and he's dead. That's the AD carry gone. It's an open Nexus. Double kill as well as the third being picked up by Rogue Warriors. K as well as Liang have to do the impossible, but it just looks too impossible at the moment. They will take them down and Rogue Warriors pick up a win.
Finally, Rogue Warriors sitting on over 15K. Started at 25 minutes. Probably could have ended the game cleaner, but they finally do it. The strengths of this team have been unlocked. You can see 3 people that can carry you through team fights. Mouse having one of the best games that we've ever seen.
I believe he had 10 kills, no deaths in the back half of that match. Picked up a triple kill at the Nexus there as well in the final team fights.
It was a great play from Mouse to layer the equalizer onto Breeze. The only time that they were able to pick him off with ease. And they finished the game off of that.
Crippling though for the MAD team as well as the LMS squad coming into this Rift Rivals. With that loss, unfortunately, they will have to play the blind relay tomorrow to try and fight for the second spot at the finals. Now it's between the LPL as well as the LCK to decide.
Have the last pick a winning matchup. This will be Darius versus Mundo. If we do see the Darius, it will be locked in. So it will be Tal on the Darius. Last time we saw this was Bower does provide. Speaking of the Bower, we're seeing Gragas turned on.
Yeah, he's going to get stunned down ulted. Here's the ultimatum entrance, but Faker, he's going to land in much faster. Doesn't matter because Baolan, he's joined the fight. In comes the support. Wolf gets the sick double taunt, and they get rid of the Camille. Rookie's going to burn to death as Wolf picks up that kill, and Baolan now running for the hills. We got an ultimate coming out of Tal. He looks terrifying, and he is if you're a fan of
Tal. Standing up to defend Blank until basically 4 best-of-3s of solid performance has made him once the tiny marquee. And speaking of tiny,
yeah, Faker not going to get stunned up, but the ultimatum is in there. It's a party in the mid lane as Wolf's going to turn up, gets himself a taunt, but it's a 4 versus 2, and IG get the quick pickup.
a team rotation there.
They can get rid of him.
People are going to turn up.
Well, Ning's going to make his way in. He's going to get taunted as well as Rookie. He's going to get bounced out of the fight with the cast. Ning burning to death as Wolf picks up the kill. Now Juke, he can't do anything. The Mundo hasn't been tanky enough as Baolan's just going to flash himself out of the way. Faker, he's going to flash over as well. Can't last breath off the blast cone, unfortunately, as he's now just looking for the cow in the jungle. Okay, here's the Nosferatu, Vladimir, as Bang does have the Predator and should be able to catch up before the execution comes in. You are well and truly in the paddock, Baolan, and now you're going to turn into mincemeat. That doesn't work, Bang, unfortunately. Doesn't go through the charge it. So top side of the map, Tal doing a great job. Here on the bottom side though is Bang. He's going to dash cannon his way forward, and Faker, he wants to find a knock-up. Not going to get Baolan just yet as Jackie Love explodes. Wolf is going to make sure he doesn't die using his stopwatch, but it actually makes sure that he falls down. We've got the ultimatum once again coming in as Faker takes so long to kill, but they do eventually take him down, and Juke, he's also going to die. Tal picks up that kill with his gigantic axe. And SKT, they even out the trade.
Yeah, 2 for 2 overall from a play that SKT made, but with the Rift Herald, it's not going to be a 2 for 2. They're going to get an objective from this as well. We're going to see another re-engage, I think, by IG. They're certainly sticking around.
Yeah, health advantage is in favor of SKT, though, as they get the bop onto Baolan. Hero's entrance comes down, but the Galio not in a great position at the moment. Ning, he is dying to the red buff, but shouldn't actually fall down here as Blank. He's very low. Wolf, the tower has gone down, and now Blank gets rid of Jackie Love. A lot of the damage now missing as Tal. He misses the apprehend, but this Gargoyle's in a hell of a bad place. 4-man taunt, but who cares? You're dead.
IG try to make the play, knowing they have TP on Jackie Love. Particular scenarios are, this might just be a kill.
Yep, bang. He's got a Q after that one. Didn't even need it. He's just going to
end. As the fight continues, we call it a party. It's not actually even because the apprehend is there. Tal may be low in mana.
Just to clear out the minion wave, Duke not going to get knocked up and does have the sadism, so they need to try and burn him down. They are going to be able to do so. That is a big party, and Faker is going to grab that kill. Bang, just going to zone them all away.
Timing is
too much time farming. Blank, he's going to turn up. They should be able to get themselves a boob. As Faker just needs a couple more for the knock-up. Last breath at the last second, and they should be able to do it here. The explosive cast is even going to get thrown in as they're playing with their food. Duke surviving for a long time, but you ain't getting out of this, and Faker gets another kill. The Mundo is going to make his way in. Tal hasn't even used his teleport yet as Duke. This is not the Mundos that you expect from a lot of the games you've been in, as that's going to be the ultimate. Balan gets himself in there with the unbreakable will, and it's going to be difficult to take him down. Wolf burns to death on the backside as the flash in from IG. The hero's entrance. Ning should be taken down. Faker uses the stopwatch. It's some perfect timing as now it's the jungler taken out. Tal is not going to get any resets in this fight as the slows now come in from Blank. Duke trying to get in there, but he's not going to do too much.
Oh!
3-man taunt and IG are on the board in the team fight.
That is the play you're looking for from Rookie for 22 minutes. Dominates the fight with a huge flash taunt. They're going to turn on to Baron. There's no one left. It's an ace on SKT.
And SKT will be shaking their heads now. It was an ace. Wolf, he's got no one to stand united with now. And SKT will have to look on in horror as the minions get purple and the rift gets dark.
Really nicely played by IG. The replay will have to be shown to you guys at home to do it justice. They're really on a brawl with this Baron, but they're going to get it. There's no one to contest it. Huge moment for IG. It felt like SKT were playing with their food with some of those defensive teleport from Tal. So Shen just kind of randomly dies in the backline because of the fact that SKT aren't grouped.
Yeah. And this Baron buff still yet to wear off. 40 seconds to go. And Blank threatening with that cask. Who has the engages? In goes IG. Hero's entrance comes down. It's a really nice timing on the Hextech ultimatum and the perfect timing with the stopwatch. We've got the Guardian Angel going on for Faker. He's in the back line. Can he find Jackie Love? He can, but he's just going to die in IG. They may just win the game.
They needed it now. This is the time to win the game when they're so strong with the Baron buff. SKT don't have the reliable wave clear to stop it. They're going to look for the end.
Yeah, we've got 30 seconds on both solo laners. Bang. Can you get something done? No Hemo Plague and no Nexus turret as well. Balan, he jumps his way forward. They don't get the taunt out of Rookie this time as Duke, he's going down low, but that's always a feint because he's a Mondo, and Wolf is going to suffer the cost as now Nexus turret number 2 going to fall. The Nexus sure to follow, and 4,000 gold for lead. It's going to be Invictus Gaming turning around an early game that was awful and taking down SKT. Rookie 3-0 against Faker.
Dalian roars in appreciation for what was an awesome turnaround for Invictus Gaming. They had the mid-game comp. They needed to conquer the mid-game. But Atlas, the mid-game was looking like a dream for them.
Yeah.
As we crested 22 minutes, Faker looks a bit befuzzled because they were ahead for so much of this game, but the mid-game only started because they picked up a huge team fight win through Rookie Splash. They got the Baron, and I was screaming for it. You need it now, IG. You need it with this Baron. With this Baron, they won the game, and they can walk away with just a cool, casual smile, knowing that IG did their job for China.
Yep, heads held high, and Rookie keeping that untainted record against Faker as well.
Duke.
Yeah, Duke,
taking his old
some smiles
team
as well.
LPL has played a lot more Draven. The Praven memory is more of an ironic name than a real one. It's not a big champion for him cooking with mages, but I'm going to have to interrupt my own point.
Yeah,
we're
got
going down.
4-man dive under this bottom turret. Uzi gets black shielded, but who cares? He's straight up dead. Talia grabbing first blood. MLXG comes in, trying to get more work done. Zatai trying to get the AoE, and that flashes forward, picks up Prey. It's answered immediately, but can they get more? Xiaohu makes his way forward, and RNG decimate King's Zone.
I love the idea from Kingzone, though. They recognized that Uzi was the guy to take down. They tried, although here they
setting
go.
up, yeah, MLXG looking for Peanut. Doesn't have a lot of places to go. Xiaohu taking a lot of damage, but Peanut has to deal with MLXG's on a killing spree now. Trouble bubble lands, see your death. BDD is now RNG, one more auto, that's it. 4-0-1 MLXG.
Peanut has his summoners up, uses flash.
Not to be seen in this match when it really counts in this matchup.
Well, Zatai looking for it. The flash used by Khan, but now the funnel comes in. The Weaver's Wall, and Zatai nowhere to go. Wish he had the Dark Flight, but doesn't anymore, and now he's dead.
Nice turnaround by Kingzone. Needed to make that play around. It's a bit counter logic on both sides. Shout out to North America. But what we're seeing here in terms of impact, we're seeing the Drakes go down. We're seeing the gold lead grow up. Things are going well. Before was, we see a lot less of these sort of comps in Korea where Mundo can take advantage. Mundo, speaking of taking advantage.
Yeah, exactly. The World End is going to come out of Zatai, but he's going to go down to the Bloodwell and crawl under this tower. Khan is under there with him. Infernal Chains is going to come down, but that's the solo kill. And Khan's got a full health bar. What the heck is this? It's, okay, pre-hotfix, Aatrox, he's not very strong.
Oh yeah, blame it on the hotfix, not on Zatai.
Look guys, it was the best of Aatroxes, it was the worst of Aatroxes.
It was, and now the bottom lane's doing the same thing. Gorilla taking down Ming. Soul Shackles gets a stun onto Prey, and now Xiaohu turns up. Talia's here as well, and Uzi has to run Kingzone. They lose one, but they trade supports in the end. RNG unable to capitalize.
Yes, things are starting to fall apart at the seams here. Xiaohu maybe hunting.
Yeah, portal jumps over. Peanut wants to be able to get the concussive blows, but
What?
now in comes the Nocturne. MLXG hates that idea. He's going to immediately
We're going for more!
jump out of their sleepy trouble bubble onto the right target. They grab the Braum, and now they're looking for more. Zatai teleports in. Double kill for Xiaohu. That's going to be 3. BDD to fall down as well. And somehow RNG destroy Kingzone.
If it's going sideways, keep pushing. Sort of front line.
Is there a breaking point for the funnel where they have control of one quadrant of their jungle, let alone 2, let alone the 3 that we see when a team gets ahead? We're going to be getting solo gold onto Uzi.
Paranoia, and here they go.
Bind lands onto Khan. That is so much damage. Paranoia comes in. They need to kill this big old tank. He's got a stopwatch, but Grievous Wounds is down, and he's going to get knocked up and destroyed. Zatai gets some revenge, and now feels like it's all over for Kingzone. Good flash from Prey. Gorilla gets out. Peanut also surviving for the minute. But that is going to be down to the passive of the ultimate, and Zatai survives, and Peanut does not.
That's 2 members down for the side of Kingzone. RNG, they want to break the base on this push.
Yep, could have been worse though. So they're now looking to try and clear out the minion wave. May not be Baron off this one as Ming takes a fair bit of damage, but teleport is going to mean that RNG can get this inhibitor. And can they just go back and get more as Uzi just
necessarily need to.
My favorite part was Xiaohu using his flash to line up Kingzone.
Kingzone
do know what's going on. Teleport from Prey will get him in. BDD, Dark Binding's going to land the smite. Nowhere near the pit, but it's going to be MLXG that locks it down. Now down to his GA, but Gorilla, he's already fallen. Zatai in amongst the fight yet again, and that is Prey falling down. He goes down to the passive as well. Zatai being a beast in this fight so far. Trouble bubble lands, the follow-up CC's there, and Xiaohu is going to help pick up the kill. Xiaohu almost dies as BDD's being troublesome, but MLXG, good God, the damage of the Nocturne. That's going to be that, the ace for RNG, and LPL should pick up the #1 seed.
And 2 metas clash here. We had the ADC, the standard composition, versus the funnel of the LCK, but the crown is too heavy for Kingzone. They cannot wear it, and kneel before your gods, because RNG will take it again.
Should we kneel? Actually, I don't know whether I can. I think this cable's got, there's a lot of excuses, but Nexus falls down and RNG are going to be victorious. They claim the first seed, and Kingzone once again falter against this team.
But unlike MSI, in a very different setting in front of their home fans, there doesn't need to be elation. This is just business as usual for the side of RNG, and sadly for Kingzone, like Fuscurin alluded to, the Butchers of the LPL gets it right. The issue is that when they have to be the one of the LCK, when Kingzone have to represent at the last, again and again, they have been unable to do that. Well-deserved victory for RNG. The funnel definitely fell apart early when we never saw any of the sort of markers. The checklist for the funnel, for once, was actually guilty, not the checklist against when it comes to timings. And in the end, the closeout just seemed inevitable for RNG.
Yeah, and this time around, the Talia not working out yet again. It was UCal that was successful, but otherwise, no one has really been able to do it on the side of the...
So it could still be something involving bot lane. A bot lane deft played Vel'Koz would be very interesting. And IG kind of look at this. This is obviously a different look at it. Speaking of different looks.
Yeah, Shy's going to have a look at score here as he turns up. And Powered Shot Blast not going to land, but Shy on the wrong side. Arctic Assault doesn't actually land the CC. And he's got some good movements to get out of here, but is it going to be enough? I don't think so. Permafrost slowed him down. The flash from score. And he's going to be able to grab first blood for the LTK.
Happy birthday, score, baby. Picks up the
That's what we didn't want, an isolated bot lane, but Ning, round 2,
yeah,
doesn't even have the Shy.
Exactly, the Shy isn't here. Does have the Realm Walk available, but the explosive cast comes out. That's one more auto, and Ning just gonna flash for it. 1-to-1. Top lane.
And Smep doesn't have a good back on his bot lane.
Big flash in here as Deft has the disintegration ray. They just get rid of the Morgana, and Jackie Love wants Marta. Flashes forward. The stopwatch for the bait, and Jackie Love's now in trouble. Marta eventually gets taken down, and Deft can't find the cues, the geometry.
But Ning's in a really good spot here.
Potential. Yeah,
He doesn't
Ning's
have
gonna
pass.
turn up. Good flash, get out of the ultimate. As now Ning's in trouble. UCal comes in, dancing around underneath this turret. They're looking for 2 as the Shen turned up with the Stand United. Marta sacrifices himself, but they'll get a turret, and they got 2 kills.
And a huge difference there is Ning didn't have placement in the game, just boop, you're done.
Yep.
Speaking of being done,
Pesci might be in trouble here as, yeah, he very much is. All of the buttons land, and KT an easy kill against the Rise.
and you
He's
should
getting
probably,
picked on.
as a top after Big Ban, I would agree, is here we
Okay,
go.
Stand United is going to come in from very close range onto Deft, and that's going to get Marta in there. Deft still above half health. His teleport from Smeb will make this a problem.
Oh!
In goes KT Rolster's rookie. May have turned up at the right time, but Disintegration Ray does exactly that. Stopwatch will spell the death of Baoland, given over to Deft. And now look at UCal. The knockup comes in from Deft as well. It's a double, and the Aatrox was popping off.
Shen has been monster picked this.
Completely controlling and isolating this 2v2 with a wealth of wards.
And that's why, I guess, my only criticism of Ning, who I originally was very impressed on some of his mechanical plays when he debuted before an inevitable pivotal fight.
Well, they're going to dive this one. Baoland explodes as Deft throws down another ultimate. It's a good engage from score, and they get out from underneath that turret. Can they?
Snowball has never changed IG's way, but it's a symptom of a bigger problem for IG that we get little other items, but they do start to have their core.
Well,
seeing another attempt to dive, but great counter roam by Baoland.
Yeah, there's going to be the black shield there for the Shy, so he's going to be absolutely fine. Okay, Score, you're not necessarily looking like you are as the stun comes down onto Smeb. In goes Martha once again, but Deft right off to the side. It's good positioning with UCal backing him up, but the ultimate comes out from Rookie. Still looking for more flashes after Martha. Gets the stun, gets the reset, and takes down the Shen. Meanwhile, in the backline, KT looking for more. The World Ender here from UCal will be able to keep him alive when he does finally fall, but does he have anywhere to go? And the answer is yes, over the wall with the flash and the little dash. But now the Shy brings himself in. 1 versus 4 though as the GA finally popped, and Smeb is starting to pop up in the fight. Rookie still looking for more. Can he be the hero? Can he find another one? They're looking for it as Jackie Love barely living in this fight, and he will get taken down. Rookie just wants reset after reset. He'll get 1, he'll get 2. Can he get the 3rd? And Invictus Gaming, they're gonna do it. They find the miracle fight once again.
And the KT arrows live on in Rookie there, but it's under Invictus.
Moving together as a unit. Stand United still available. The flank
Rookie's
from
underneath.
Rookie is in here as well as there's the stun. Rookie just locks them down. Immediate stopwatch just to try and keep him alive. But the knockup from Deft was too good. And it's going to be UCal that kills the Aurelia now. The Shy is going to go down. It's all gone wrong. IG don't have that teamfight king. And this could mean Baron. If Baoland doesn't just die as well, IG we're looking for more. They take down the Aatrox. UCal, a bit of poor positioning there as Marta just trying to zone. Deft is going to be moving up as well, but Ning, he is certainly going to fall. Score. Triumph gives him a bump through his health back. This Black Shield on cooldown is definitely dangerous. Some low health bars, and Jackie Love's got a lot of damage, but he's not going to go for it. So Baron going to go over to KT, who've had control the whole game.
We're not going to see the entire clip. I spied maybe 3 for the entire fight. He never even got his Ginsu's Rage Blade passive up.
For KT.
Well, we got flashes in the mid lane. They're looking to try and catch on to Rookie, get rid of that GA. They get the flash to start it off, but score. He's on point with the ultimate. Sterix is going to be proc, and Rookie still looking for more. Does go down to that GA, but now Invictus Gaming are going to turn up. Oh, step! Gigantic damage from the Vel'Koz, and in comes UCAL from the back end as well. And Rookie, he fell down in amongst the chaos.
2 down so far, 3 down I should say. They want to break the base, no minion wave here just yet. That's why Aatrox will go bot lane, but Aatrox is splitting without a Baron, so it's really going to be about the 4 members of KT.
They are just barely hanging on by a thread here. I think KT are going to go for the kill shot.
Well, Inhibitor turret is going to fall down. Inhibitor sure to follow as UCAL, he's just going to push up the bottom wave.
They've got Jace.
It's going to be 2 inhibitors or just the game here for KT. They're going to start on Nexus turret number 1. The Shy cops the shock blast to the face, the knockup flashed out of, but is he going to get out of the chains? Jackie Love explodes on the back end, the Nexus is exposed, but KT want more kills. Game 1 is going to go to LCK as the LPL falls. We'll see whether they can do it in game number 2, but this one is all KT.
My heart rate monitor shows me that it was a roller coaster, Atlas. It was looking like it was going to be a pretty straightforward run for KT. They played so well this game, and we saw those little moments where people talk about KT and IG in the same breath, but KT did it just a little bit better around the top lane. The Shy making risks that Smev wasn't willing to make, and yet the perfect team fight for Rookie came in, and then suddenly everyone thought this was going to be one of those collapses that KT have shown many times in the past.
2 super teams clash, the Prodigies versus the Legends, and it came down to the experience, the control. And if you're a KT fan, I'd feel very confident about that type of performance. They kept their cool, they wiggled around their composition, they understood when they needed to push and pull, and they got it done.
And my favorite thing is they showed us something new. This is depth on Vel'Koz, depth on a mage, which is something they've looked least suited for of the big teams. They made it work. It was a pick that had a lot of internal consistency with the counter pick to Morgana support we knew about, the Varus being an immobile carry as well, and they got a lot of value.
They're doing it, Papa Smithy.
I know. They're definitely doing it.
Oh, this is the best day of my life.
But the problem that I have with the Ezreal is that they expect this. They know
Maybe you baby him through lane and he ults somewhere else. Speaking of lanes,
Shot going to dive forward. Hit blank immediately explodes. First blood going to Xiaohu. It's already off on the wrong foot for SKT.
we compare the matchup. Uzi's losing in CS, baby.
Yeah.
Faker confirmed the best.
We often talk about Faker versus Uzi, even though they're not supposed to be in the same lanes. But this time, he's even going to be able to pick up a
Faker versus Uzi, actual sort of matchup.
it's gone
actual
too far.
sort of matchup. That's a good one. As MLXG, they're looking for the dive onto Tal. The ultimate's there for Zatai, so he can tank this one for quite some time. Apprehends down, but who cares? Zatai's going to pick up the kill, and they're just bullying the top laner of SKT.
And we've split the map right now.
They're even sticking around to grab more as Tal, he's in trouble. The flash immediately, but there's the Hextech ultimatum. It's not an ultimatum that Tal wanted to listen to as he's dead. Xiaohu picks up the kill, and RNG, the bullying will never stop.
It's important they bully then.
The LCK, but out of turret in the mid lane. It'll be 5 turrets really soon. In goes MLXG. He's got Stance United, and Tal says, what the hell is this? MLXG tanking the turret for a long time will go down, and Tal gets a kill back in the end, and that's actually KT shouldn't be able to take this one. It's okay. Xiao just going to get exploded. That's a 6th member available. Does SKT think that they'll be able to just push their way all the way through?
Straight damage, so I think they have a combat advantage unless SKT's execution is on point.
Yeah, Faker with the Zhonya's is actually a huge deal here though, as RNG want to start this fight. The Dragon's going to be in amongst as well as Wolf goes into his stopwatch. They're trying to jump into the backline as Faker uses his Zhonya's now. Xiaohu, he has his Wolf tanking up so much of this damage, but Blank getting down so low. Tal resetting in amongst the fight, wants to find the reset onto Uzi. Will the passive be enough? I don't think so, but Faker has got the E, and he's got a big old dragon friend that helps take him down. We've got Warrior and Trinity Force picked up from MLXG. He's underneath this turret. They're going to grab the inhibitor turret all too easily.
Well, what else is happening on the map is what we need to know.
For SKT, they're going to give up an inhibitor to take a Baron. Is this going to be worth it? They even know what's going on. RNG, they may even be able to get there. They've got teleport on Zatai. Ming threatening. Teleport's coming in from SKT. We've started the engage as Ming. He's soaking up most of the damage, but Uzi is on the side. Blank's going down. Low bang dies immediately. It's a disaster for SKT. They'll get the Baron as well. All too easy. It's Shen that gets it, and it's all over. RNG RNG dominate SKT.
And it's an immediate teleport
They might
with
win the
very
game.
good
That's
plays.
what I'm
They're going to
saying.
end it.
This is ridiculous. The ace comes down. We tried to nerf death timers. You can't nerf it enough for RNG. That was utter domination. Even if it was SKT floundering a little bit, they took a chance, and it wasn't the one they wanted.
The 22-minute roll of the dice by SKT, 2 games in a row against the LPL fails. Victory RNG, 1-1 the scoreline.
This is exactly what we wanted out of this Rift Rivals. We've tied it all up. But remember, this was number 4 versus number 1. RNG cannot play again until we go to a potential game 5.
And I just want to cover up the context a little bit because I agree, I understand. It's a weakened SKT. It's the most powerful Uzi has ever been, but you saw the smile on his face and such a sweet victory for Uzi. He finally gets to take down Faker. Not like this, as LCK says, but we're now 1-1.
And also, side selection now goes into the hands of the LPL for game number 3. We could see LCK falling if we do manage to get that favorable draft for one of our last 2 remaining LPL teams.
For SKT, it's the same problem they showed against IG. The early game they beefed up. Wolfus looked adept. Their draft certainly had win conditions. We were just talking about how that 5v5, won't it be sweet? We never saw one because they were forced into Ramboing the Baron after they'd already lost an inhibitor.
I'd love to see him grab it again.
This one smashes GP. Good God, the Jarvan 4, the Prince of the top lane.
Are relentless, whereas Uzi and Ming are about creating gold gaps and experience gaps versus zoning. They do so by killing.
And no flash available from Kuro as well. There's a flash body slam. Explodes. iBoy gets the kill for first blood for the LPL.
And Kuro is doing well.
Also, when you have someone like Mako on his signature pick like Alistar, EDG are still team fighting gods in the LPL, so that's kind of the big win condition for them. Kind of have ours, but we don't feel confident, and now they just need to survive for another 10 minutes, but that type of damage is going to make it very difficult.
Mako holding the ultimate is actually real scary here. Throws it back in as Kuro immediately flashes. That's not going to be a spell thief as Cannon Barrage comes in. Mako, the ultimate's going to wear out as Kuro really wants to find it. Ignite is going to be able to pick. No, it's not! As the perfect timing's there from Mako Keen. Just shoots him in the face though as he teleports his way forward. Tucson picks up the kill on the Gragas on the back end, is aiming so much money, so much gold and so much damage as Scout gets torn apart on the back end. Has to flash to get out, and it's a beautiful team fight from the Afrika Freaks in the end.
Kuro ends up initiating with his face, but they're so far ahead it doesn't matter. Will aiming push any damage? He won't. He'll just take the red buff. He's fine with that. Oh, almost accidentally kills Yasuo. I'm really not sure who you ult as the Jarvan because the GP kills you, the Xayah lifts off, and the Zhonya's on.
Yeah, it's the who's trapped in here with who type question. It's Afrika Freaks.
Minion wave in the top side is starting to push. EDG, it's all about the next execution. Even one ability on cooldown could be a problem. It's going in!
Yep, there's the dive forward. The quickness just going to charm everybody up. And look at the health bars. The red ones are just disappearing. Kuro goes down to his stopwatch, but iBoy in the back lane is getting the work done. Aiming instead. Somehow they find the fight, and EDG straight over to the Baron. How did we underestimate this team? It shouldn't have happened like this.
And Edward Gaming are the machine. It doesn't matter if it's Clear Love, it doesn't matter if it's Haro. They will do the same thing every single time. Team fighting gods. It may be an international event, but they're still in China and the crowd is still behind them.
Afrika tunnel on what they want to kill, and they allow iBoy. Baron would certainly have turned into quite a lot of momentum.
I think Afrika are just going to burn it way too quickly.
They do.
Yeah, it is going to be taken down, but now is the fight going to be there for EDG?
Throws a cask, he hopes Yasuo profits from it, and then he's just a buff bot. Will he be in range for a smite, as this is a
Will anyone
load
even,
of damage?
yeah, exactly. Will anyone even be able to make it here as they have no vision?
It's going blind.
It's just going to get taken down. The barrel's too late, but they had no vision, no idea of that damage, but do really need to turn their attention to these minions that are taking down the base. In goes Mako. This could be the engagement. Thunderstorm stops it. Blade Caller for the snares as now iBoy wants to get the work done, has to use the stopwatch, but he's dead, everyone. This is the fight over as the Afrika Freaks turn it on its head. EDG do it once, but damn straight they can't do it again.
You can't get aiming down the second time. He's aware of it. Haru will be able to walk out, and Spirit will just interrupt any back timings, and Afrika will look to close the game now.
And the best case scenario is that Haro can just stall time, but like you said,
so long.
They've got the minion wave, they have all of their carries. This should be Afrika taking the game, and which means it's King Zone versus Rogue Warriors to determine if we go to game 5.
Rogue Warriors have to do their best attempt like MVP did last time around. down for the LCK. I feel like the shoe is on the other foot, but anything can happen when it's Kingzone Dragon X. But this game, all about the Afrika Freaks. We got that one team fight. EDG made it look like there was a chance, but the macro play, the funnel strategies, and Afrika Freaks come out victorious.
Such a bittersweet moment. You see the miracle, the fact that they get that type of play, but in the back of your head, it's Edward Gaming, international event. It doesn't matter who it is. They can team fight, but ultimately they will fall down.
Still, my respect for EDG only goes up after this game. They were outdrafted. The Zaya Rakan really shut down the hopes of the Yasuo and Gragas. The early game went just the best possible for Afrika Freaks, and yet, when you are as good at team fighting as EDG has, there was still a way back into this game. I think in that scenario, pre the team fight that EDG won, 9 out of 10 teams just lose the game in an uninteractive fashion. They were the 1 in 10. They made it a game, and with that second fight had also been a miracle, they could have still won.
But now I pose this question.
During this final pick, they know the craziness that's coming out from Rogue Warriors. I still personally don't know where everything is going, apart from Sejuani in the jungle.
They can roll in with their first charge and make something big happen. That could be huge. And speaking of rolling in,
first charge as well, we've got Sejuani getting caught out. It's a really nice use of the stopwatch and the cannon barrage, but the Dragon may just finish this one off. Oh no, he misses it. There's no flash, and Prey flashes forward to try and pick this one up, but Requiem and everything else trying to do work on top of him. Has up the makings of his Blade of the Ruined King very early in this game as well. Has farmed quite nicely as Peanut. He's booking it towards the bottom lane. SMLZ does have flash, but Wall of Pain's going to do absolutely nothing. Peanut soaking damage now, still looking for more fracture. He's going to land. Killer is going to fall, but finally, the first kill for Rogue Warriors does come in, and now Flawless trying to make his mark, but BDD's
respect for Kingzone. Turret is low, and they'd love to take down Doinby.
Oh, Predator Peanut is going to run forward with that black shield on him, and that's going to mean there's nothing that Doinby can do. Jumps off Skull, but see you later, Claire. You are well and truly dead. Khan gets out from underneath the turret as well with the sadism.
I like the mind games that
Kingzone, however, Mouse is going to get a lot of damage onto this outer turret top, as well as that outer turret falling on the bottom side.
Like Kingzone.
And you get to skip steps, and you can also prosper with the Anivia, because we've seen Anivia Wall basically be Talia Wall. When
only the guy that just goes to Bunnings and buys whatever hammer that there is. And Khan, he's struggling, gonna flash to get himself completely out of there. Will do so very easily. That was after the charge as well, and actually thought that he could just walk over here. Gorilla's gonna turn up as now Black Shield gonna try and help Khan out. He's looking to turn this, and does now have the ultimate back off cooldown. Ignite going to be used. Gorilla, there's not a lot of places he can go, and the charge is going to pick that one up all too easily. BDD turning up a little bit late, and Peanut, he's running so damn fast as Mouse cannot get out. That flash was hella bad for Mouse, and now Khan trying to take on Doinby, but he just straight up can't do it. The stopwatch is there. Doinby, can he survive? It's Peanut. The fracture was so good, but not enough. And this Kled, you can see why he blind picks it, even if he may now die to a turret. Still, not a lot has happened just yet as far as that is concerned, and BDD now having to hold on to his turret. What the hell is going on? Peanut finally finds the kill, but it's such a ruckus, and the outer turret goes down.
Super carry Doinby shows his
face. Does flash himself to safety. Well, actually saving him. The flash from Peanut just bypasses the Kled. Escalua trying to run away. The fracture's going to land, and that's the kill picked up for BDD.
After use the flash from Peanut.
Control over the Baron in terms of vision. Wait for Peanut's flash. Wait for Peanut's ultimate. Heavyweights going back and forth, trading blows. Well, welcome to the Jello pit, because Rogue Warriors are going to grab you, they're going to pull you down, and we're going to roll around in the dirt.
Well, they're trying to do it. Flawless now all on its own. Cannon Barrage invested very early as Flawless getting taken so low by Prey. Does get taken down. The Kled's in there, and look at the AoE. Kingzone having to flash all over this map. Peanut just buying time, not wanting to get ace, but Kingzone's carries cannot do anything in the front line apart from BDD taking down the Sejuani. But now SMLZ almost destroys Gorilla, but doesn't quite get there, and Khan struggling to fall.
BDD.
This team is huge as Mountain Drake being looked at here from Kingzone. Dark Binding is going to find a target, but may not be the one that they wanted as Flawless. Gets himself into the pit. Peanut's going to lock that one down as now the fight is coming in. Doinby jumps into the backline. It's 1 versus 3, but good God, the AoE damage. Requiem is going to tear the Lucian apart. Now BDD having to flash his way out, but but he's just an egg. He's an omelet now as Rogue Warriors looking to send us to Game 5.
And the hammer comes down swinging.
There's still 2 members of Kingzone here. It's not all over just yet, but damn, this is the break that we were looking at. Inhibitor going to go down. The
Charge!
base
Keep
is
going!
broken. They're looking for Khan underneath these turrets. The barrels are taking him down. They're just focusing. These Nexus turrets, Peanut being annoying, but they're ignoring him. Gorilla moves his way forward. Is going to be able to not do anything. The Nexus, it's going to erupt, and Rogue Warriors are going to bring us to game number 5, Rift Rivals 2018.
Well-deserved win as the crowd goes insane in Dalian, China. Once again, Kingzone, they don't respect the Kled. He gets backline access, nothing out of play, and look at Doinby stand up and cheer.
Absolutely deserved cheers, as you can see. BDD, he had a great game. The Anivia looked good. But it's that man on your screen right there, picking up the home crowd victory on his famous Kled in the mid lane. And they drive it home. It's one team fight, and it's all over for Kingzone.
The front man of Rogue Warriors, Doinby, knows how to play to the spotlight. He's been counted out so many times, moved to so many different teams, and the revenge team gets to taste it again. And boy, is it sweet in front of this crowd.
Yeah, you can see big smile on Mouse's face as well. He's elated. This Rogue Warriors squad, they got exactly the composition they were known for, and they played it flawlessly, no pun intended.
They knew their limits much more than their opponents knew the enemy's limits. I don't think Kingzone were ready for the mid lane Kled. Too often Prey was just getting assassinated in the back line while they didn't have the damage to do anything to the...
Weird funnel, potentially, but the Tahm Kench that I was talking about that, Puppy, you're not very excited about is going to be taken here. So a lot of 6. MLXG, perfect position for a counter gank, or his Spirit as Keen, half the health bar as Hemoplague. He's just going to get flashed on Spirit. Great double knockback for Keen. He's going to go down for first blood. He goes over to Shower's Spirit. He may actually suffer this one as well. The flash is available, and he just pulls out the blood. RNG, they're not pulling any punches this game. It's looking to... RNG really just destroying Keen. Gonna get Hemoplague, but Kuro is here, and MLXG, he may just pay the price. Trying to get the autos in and knows that he can just fight back, and that's something on the board for the Afrika Freaks.
It's okay, LCK. MLXG's got the bleeding. Hang on as long as we can. We still have a 5v5 composition. We can still try to out-execute around this, but Afrika need a lot of time.
Well, lose less isn't necessarily the best winning strategy. Certainly going into the hands of RNG. 2 dragons to nothing.
More than a bridge too far to be trying to fight for an Ocean Drake. The fights are what they're kind of buying them. A chase potential, I will take RNG. And also the battlefield positions where they can fight are going to be more straightforward. So they'll play by Kuro.
Yeah, as the tide gets over the wall, thankfully Umbral Dash is going to be enough as they've engaged onto the Vladimir. He just straight up dies, and that's aiming, grabbing the kill. Xiaohu may have thrown away the lead.
What did I say?
Captain Jack
Yeah.
on CJ way back when. This is not a base defense. This is a lost game being salvaged by Afrika Freaks.
This one down, it's below half health now as Afrika Freaks. They throw in the ward. There's the engagement onto Tucson. They know he's got no flash and he's just dead. Uzi grabs that kill. And now Xiaohu, he wants more. Keen doesn't get the upper hand. The flash from Spirit. They want to be able to find this one as they can get it. They ult to reset. And Ming, does he actually get it? It's the Hemoplague that gives him all the health back and aiming. He may need to just Featherstorm and flash to get himself out. Good God, the repositioning's good from RNG as the team fight is ballooning.
Oh boy, what a road it took to get here, but Spirit's still near. So unlikely they get the steal, but he's gonna try.
Yeah, they're looking for it. Ming has to go golden. They do have the Glacial Storm there in a decent position as Tucson does use the ultimate to get himself back here, and is the Baron. It's secured by RNG. Today we learned that is how the Aatrox works as well. Another dragon goes down, 4 Drakes. Really boosting the level, to be perfectly honest. They don't have any defensive stats. Okay, we've delivered aiming into this fight underneath the turret, but who cares about turrets? Double kill for Uzi, as we were talking about, just crits their face off, and that was just a straight-up misplay from the Afrika Freaks.
Tucson just misreads the situation. I mentioned his Tahm Kench. He makes the wrong read. He doesn't respect the Rakan. Flash ult, they're dead.
Yep, and that's going to be the base broken on the top side of the map. RNG looking down, another Rift Rivals victory for the LPL. They destroyed the laning phase. It was slow in the middle, but they're still looking to end it right here. The ultimate flung out from Spirit. He knows it's all over. Nexus turrets are erupting, and RNG RNG have done it. They've come back. The LCK were poised to win in Game 4, but no, Rogue Warriors first, and RNG now. Nexus destroyed. LPL reigns supreme.
A true regional effort from the LPL. They took all stars and people said the tournament doesn't matter. They take down MSI and they say, but wait, it's not quite Worlds. And yes, Rift Rivals is not the same prestige, but this is now 3 titles that Uzi has swept up alongside his domestic one, and they are looking towards Korea.
And a twist on your words, but not a big one, Proscurin. It was a regional epic. This was an awesome series where both teams, you could not lay any questions of how much they were trying, how much they were showing. Everyone brought their A game today. Rogue Warriors keeping them in it. RNG being ahead of the Koreans once again. Well-deserved victory to the LPL and RNG.
And you can hear the 6th man, the crowd here in this arena. Dalian erupting for RNG. Eureka Freaks still heads held high. Like you were saying, Papa, it was a valiant effort to stay within touching distance of that game, but in the end, nothing they could do.
You sub in any team 8 minutes into that game, I think they lose. I think the Eureka Freaks gave the best performance possible after disaster of an early game, and people will say the early game could have gone differently. Against RNG, they can make anyone look the fool. They made Eureka look the fool, and they are well-deserved winners.
Yeah, the lane swap was just utterly genius, and it looked like Eureka Freaks had no idea. RNG will lift the Rift Rivals trophy.
最终的冠军赛区是谁是冠军？同样，让我们请出剩下3支兄弟战队，欢迎 IC、EDG、2W。 这一刻属于 LPL 所有赛区，属于所有奋斗过的场上的勇士们。来，我们所有人站成一排，我们所有人接下来就是要在这个舞台，在这个战场享受荣耀的时刻。好的，有请我们所有的战队来，我们站成一排，我们战场后面来站成一排，我们看一下前面。同样，此时此刻，请求所有现场的召唤师们再次给到 LPL 赛区冠军的呐喊，好吗？ 好的，在捧杯之后，我们请站成一排，因为我们接下来要颁发我们的冠军奖牌。好的，来，请我们所有的战队站成一排，接下来就是享受荣耀的时刻了。哇！通过了这几天的努力，我们在场上团结一致，最终获得了这次比赛的冠军。同样，让我们请出为他们颁发这次荣誉的嘉宾，让我们有请的是。 拳头游戏大中华区及东南亚地区负责人叶强生先生，拳头游戏中国区业务负责人林松先生，腾讯互动娱乐合作市场部总经理。The
defending champions of the LPL once again reclaim the title of best region in the world here at Rift Rivals 2018, and as all 4 teams line up to take a deep bow in front of the trophy, they will be receiving their own medals, greatly deserved by everyone here.
And it makes sense. Rogue Warriors, first ones taking the medals. It was them being the ones, of course, pushing it to a Game 5.
Yeah.
Phenomenal play from the whole region. And I mean, it feels bad for a lot of the Korean teams, specifically KT, that had such an incredible performance. but at the end of the day, it is a team performance.
Yes.
And LPL as a region did well.
Absolutely. I mean, we heard from Frost during the cast that before Rogue Warriors went out on stage to play their game, they were approached by RNG just to say, hey, all you got to do is win one game for us. And RNG paying the favor back, winning one game back and taking that title yet again. And as all the players are lined up receiving these medals, we do have to commend the LPL for their performance. It was a bit touch and go in a few places, but hey, defending champions, you've got that, you can relax a little bit on the throne.
Made things exciting, honestly. It was such a fun tournament throughout. It was so fun to watch the team fighting nature. Each and every one of these teams came in, and it was team fights after team fest. They decided it. You can hear the crowd tonight.
Oh yeah, the RNG chants will not be stopping for a long time. But as you said, getting to see the stylistic clashes between the LPL and their cheering fans. And again, a big celebration to the LPL for taking this win as they are all lined up. Of course, some representatives coming out to further celebrate this, but it was by no means a foregone conclusion. This was a tournament of grit. We got to see growth, we got to see development the whole way through.
Yeah, you know what? I was watching that game specifically, and I felt like there were so many opportunities for a Freak of Freaks to come back into this one. And the same went for the last game as well.